you're not feeling like everything's working and you're not able to perform, then it has a really negative effect on your self-esteem. For men in particular, masculinity is really associated with your penile function. Just waking up in the morning with a bit of morning wood is like, oh, he's still there, that's my old friend. And I think this is so important for your overall wellness and well-being, that you know, even if you're not using it regularly, that you could if you wanted to. I think the other thing is with the psychological side of it, if you go into flight and flight because you're worried, like, oh, my penis failed me last time and I'm worried again that it's going to do it, as soon as you go into that, you get this rush of adrenaline, vasoconstrictor, and your penis goes down. But you can't talk yourself out of that. If you're going to feel anxious, you just feel anxious. One day, a lady came into my clinic and she burst into tears and said her husband had had his prostate out and their whole relationship had broken down. He was depressed, miserable. He wouldn't hold her hand anymore. He hardly spoke to her. And sex was just completely off the table. So I was like, I'm sure there's something we can do about this. Can you get him in to come and chat to me? And she said, I don't care if we never have penetrative sex again. I just want to hold hands and be, nice to each other. When I asked him about it, he said it was kind of like, he felt like, he didn't want to start anything with his wife or be affectionate at all because he couldn't follow through. So he had just completely avoided all contact with her and had really retreated from the relationship. And we had this really open conversation and she was sad and explained to him how she was missing him and she was lonely. And I gave them the job of going home for 3 weeks and just trying to go for walks, hold hands and re-engage. And then in the meantime, I would go and find out how I could help with this other problem. So I think it's just really important that we understand how common this is. And we accept that it's common for women to develop issues with their reproductive system as they get older, but we don't really know widely in the community that it is the same with men. Treating sexual dysfunction helps relationships because the difference between our relationship with our friends and our relationships with our partner or partners is that intimate ability to be able to connect.